However, more questions are being asked about the austerity drive itself, bringing us to our first question tonight. Has the austerity drive become a joke? Jayanti Natarajan, I wanted to ask you first. Are you happy with Mr. Tharoor's apology? The party's briefing didn't sound like it was satisfied. The PM, though, has downplayed the comments.
Well, we've said what we had to say. The party felt that it was not appropriate for Mr. Tharoor to have articulated his sentiments in quite that way. We felt it was inappropriate to make light of our commitment in the way in which he did. And that is why the party reacted in that way.
But did you make too much of a big deal out of it? I mean, after all, cattle class is a term even the Oxford Dictionary defines as, you know, economy class on a plane.
Well, there are two things.
It's not literally cattle.
You know, it's not about humor and it's not about the Oxford Dictionary. It's about how ordinary Indians perceive us. I think if you've become a public figure and you've joined a political party and you're a minister of that political party, you have to abide by the norms of that party, at least in the quite definitely in the public sphere. And therefore, it's not about whether it was funny or not. It is about a serious commitment of the party being made light of and you know, being held up to a certain extent.
The Congress doesn't have a sense of humor.
Well, I don't think austerity is about a sense of humor. I think there's a time, a place and an occasion for humor.
Is it possible that action could be taken against him?
That is not really for me to say. That is for the High Command to decide.
Mr. Chari, what do you think of this entire controversy? Too much of a big deal being made out of what Mr. Tharoor says is just humorous comments?
As far as the government is concerned, austerity measures are good. I think they were necessary, so they have made a correct move. But where the party probably has jumped the gun is to probably showcase the austerity drive by two very special individuals of the party more than what the other people would have probably done. So nobody was against it. And then we have seen the results of all that. But as far as the comments by a person concerned, especially when he is a minister, and he is also a minister for external affairs, who is supposed to be more diplomatic in his approach, whether in the ministry or outside. It doesn't really speak very well about his conduct.
Prasenjit, what do you think? Do you think it's been blown out of proportion what's happened with Shashi
Tharoor? I think the whole austerity debate is a digression. See, why is this austerity thing being done by the government? It is being done because we have a specific situation in the country. Unfortunately, what has happened over the past 2 weeks is that the drought, the price rise, the sufferings of the people, all that has got completely sidelined in the political discourse, and you are debating about absolutely, you know, trivial and, pardon my saying so, completely bogus things. And as far as this comment on the of Mr. Tharoor is concerned, I think, you know, it was not very appropriate. It was made on Twitter. I don't know what he is doing there, what kind of, you know, all that I think to be completely trivial. But I think the jury is still out whether the Congress feathers got ruffled because of the cattle class comment or the holy cow comment, because that's also...
Which was it, Jayanti?
That's also an important thing. No, but I would like to say that it is important to refocus on why we need austerity. And I think the Congress party and the government has done a great disservice.
Tuba.com